Men's testosterone levels have been declining for over a decade, and modern men seems to be less manly than ever. Why is this? In the age of so-called toxic masculinity, the lack of competitiveness, the instant access to dating apps, social media, and entertainment, it's pretty obvious why men nowadays are more feminine than ever. When a man lacks purpose, he distracts himself with pleasure. There is no clear direction, no immediate war to fight, and no reason to go out into the world and slay the dragon. Why bother when you could slay that dragon virtually through video games, all from the comfort of your mom's basement? You might be thinking, what's wrong with living with my parents? Listen, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. It's what living at home with your parents symbolizes. Failure to take off, to leave the nest, to become fully independent and make use of the potential you have as a man. Aside from making moving out your top priority, we will go over 7 key rules of masculinity. Number 1, courage. Masculine men always stand their ground in the face of fear or adversity. This doesn't mean that they're never afraid. It means that they have the will to get things done even in the presence of fear. They always get back up when knocked down. There is something innate in every man that relates to and respects this. This is why men often like movie scenes in which the protagonist repeatedly gets up after being knocked down. Number 2, strength. Back in tribal times, physical strength meant you could carry more resources, making you of great value to the tribe as a whole. It's no coincidence that strength is a key characteristic of the stereotypical masculine man. Number 3, self-improvement. Men are made, women are born. Men have to master things, women get free rides. Don't get angry at women for having it easy. Women can't afford to spend years on mastery because their fertility declines rapidly after the age of 25. Men are equipped with the necessary raw materials to achieve mastery, but it's up to the man himself to process the raw materials and build a great man out of himself. There is no free lunch for men. A man who doesn't strive for mastery is bound to remain a man-child. When you begin to tap into your biological instincts and live by your nature, life becomes much clearer. You become stronger. You provide structure to society by leading, providing, and staying on your mission. Number 4, rationality. The truth is the truth whether you acknowledge it or not. If you know the truth, you can make it work for you. If you ignore the truth, it will come back to bite you in the ass. Most women can't handle the truth. That's why they're into nonsensical things like astrology. Some women may even feel offended by the truth. The truth can often be unpleasant, but a truly masculine man isn't afraid to confront it. If you can't handle the truth, you're not a man. Only women have the privilege of letting their emotions dictate their actions because they can always rely on society and other men to stick up for them, even when they are in the wrong. As a man, you cannot afford to let your emotions cloud your judgment because nobody will bail you out of trouble. Men are equipped to figure out how things work through reason, education, and objectivity. It's not scary to fly an airplane or walk on the moon when you've figured out the cold, hard facts about how the world works. Men achieve these feats by relying on their faculties of logic, not emotions. A man should always strive to use his faculty of logic to guide his behavior, or he's bound to live a miserable existence. Number 5, self-reliance. A masculine man should always be self-reliant. Women run to other men or authorities to solve their problems, but men cannot do that. It's a strategy that works only if you are a woman. Nobody cares about the problems of men. Don't wait for the authorities or the politicians to solve your problems. Solve your problems by yourself. Self-reliance is essential for achieving independence. Women can depend on men because they are vulnerable, especially when they are pregnant or have kids to raise. But men don't have an excuse. A man always has to fend for himself. Number 6, persistence. Success is not an event, it's a process. Persistence is an absolute must to achieve success. A masculine man pushes through failures, does not give up easily, and persists until he succeeds, whereas a feminine man quits at the first sign of trouble. Women have a limited shelf life, so they can't afford to persist for years to reach their goals. Women reach their goals indirectly, through men. Men need to persist until they overcome obstacles and succeed. Remember, a single breakthrough is all it takes to erase all the previous failures. Number 7, competition. Lots of men support sports teams because they love competition. If their favorite sports team wins, they derive pleasure as if they won a victory by themselves. Women can fake supporting sports teams or video game addiction, but it's not real. They don't give a damn about sports or video games. They do it to attract the attention of men. Supporting sports teams or playing video games are great ways for a man to waste his masculine potential. He is squandering his innate desire to compete and win with virtual preoccupations, which don't have any tangible real-life benefits. A masculine man channels his need to compete and win into real-life activities, which have net positive benefits to enhance his well-being. If this video was helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.